Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Coming out with it, it's Yates. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Kick is in the air. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit there.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Finds his man down the middle. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Might be changing the route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver going in motion. The give out of the gun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. Caught near the sticks. It's Graves. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept...
And he
Put that nigga on his ass.
Touchdown, Texas A&M.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for a man. It's Addison. He's got him. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He makes the grab. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
To the air on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He caught it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. To the ground to try to move the chains. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Defense in press coverage. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. At midfield, he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Oh, my God. Really?
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Connection to the right. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the 1st quarter.
Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Looking for a man. It's Addison. Snagged out of the air. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, he's got it again.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Addison. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's got his man. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking for a gap. It's Cortez. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude...
Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll go back to work on offense. Got the quick completion. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. It's Addison. Running to Green. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to go up top on first down. He's open on the right. Off and running. He's at the 10.
responsibilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Cortez. Runs through the tackle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more muscle on that football. It comes up short. Got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Addison. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let...
There he goes! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. He's now up to 95 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're going to ride this running back. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And that last run is just a nice job seeing the hole, exploding through it. He has had a heck of a night. Now with that carry, over 100 yards on the game. That's the mark you really want to hit as a running back, and he's got that here tonight.
And the Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll pull it down. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zips it out to his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bacon. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. To the air. It's Addison. Makes the grab. It's Bacon. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got his man on the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Gets it out fast. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Gets it out quickly.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Back to pass on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Going for the big play. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Addison. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of...
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they're going to throw it. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball at the 31. Third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. He rifles one deep down the right side. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Nice move there. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Got a first down. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Dropping back, it's Addison. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The returner is tackled down at the 31. And the Texas A&M offense will take over.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Got a man. It's Cortez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Spot a little time, lets it go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Addison. Get it out on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He
hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Oh, will they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working the middle, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. And this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! They'll try to add another to their lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gay. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Might as well stick with it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And the Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The throw. Got his man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. There's the pressure. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are. Their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To throw, it's Rice. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this defense thought coming into this one they could get after the quarterback, but I'm not sure, guys, if they thought they'd have this much success. Everything they've dialed up has gotten home. They've got 6 sacks in this game.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. To the air, it's Rice. Makes the catch. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Inside the slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. That one ought to give them firm control with this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 35 to Marshall. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And a sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Rice. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Graves. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lawrence. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Grab near the marker, it's Lawrence. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
Makes the grab on the shot. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The last two plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Snags it inside the 20.
And this offense has got to
just can't get off the
making a big
fucking
play.
field.
That is great, but we got to go up tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Rice. Lets it fly. Makes the grab at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Timeout.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know